Hello YouTube and welcome to Market Watch. It's your bi-weekly segment where we talk about the Digimon card game market. And all big North American tournaments are officially done for the year. All done, finished. And unless Bandai announces some events for January or whatever, there's nothing until Nationals now currently slotted. If they announce something, that's great. It means that, we will still have EX3 tournaments. But if not, then I don't know what to tell you. So, the market's obviously being impacted by this. There's a few other things I need to warn you about. And besides that, let's get into it. If you guys like the content, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and turn the notification bell on to smash potatoes. That way you know when all these amazing Digimon videos go live. The Omnimon market hasn't really changed too much. It's the same shit all around. Except for this. There is now a cheaper Omnimon listing than before. And one even sold. Like, these were the previous sales, right? There's another one from Core TCG here, underselling, undercutting, knowing that they need to get some sales in for the holidays, right? They know. They know. So Core TCG is going nuts here, well, but it's a good price. Nowadays, it's a good price. Will it stick? Probably not, but nowadays, it's a good deal for this card. If you were too late to get it before, maybe you can do it now. It's up to you. Okay. Pre-sales. With an estimated shipping date of March 24th, 2023 is the Leomon starter deck for $50. And some poor soul bought two. Okay. I'm going to do two caveats here before I give my speech. I have, I can't show you, but I have in front of me what me as a game store pays for a starter deck. Technically, you have to buy them by the display, and there are 8 of these starter decks per display. Okay, so I know what that price is. And second of all, we are in pre-sales. And third of all, it will be a little higher than MSRP. Like, it's going to be more expensive than the average starter deck so far, because it has more in it. It does. It will be slightly above MSRP. It will be. Okay. This is criminal. This is disgusting. $50 is insane. What an absolutely grotesque markup on a starter deck, basically, with a few extra cards. This is bad news. This is bad news. If you're dumb enough to spend $50 on this, like, can you just give me your wallet? I'll take it for free. Basically, this is the dumbest thing I've seen. It's a new week now, so yeah. So far this week, this is the dumbest thing I've seen, and this took it right fucking over the edge for me. I hate to see it. Hate to see it. Do not buy the pre-sales, especially a $50 starter deck. That's one of the dumbest things you can ever do with your life, and this store selling them should be ashamed of themselves. I am furious. Okay? Don't do it. Now, let's move on to other things. Alphamon here at the $14 mark for the starter deck here. If you guys, and going down, if you guys recall the Alphamon starter deck, there's basically not a whole lot of value left in the starter deck, but it does come with the memory boost cards, because their promos are not coming up. But, like, if you take a quick look here, $3, $2, $1, $1, a buck, and wherever the last one is, a buck. Still not terrible value, but what you got to keep in mind is that these are officially slotted for reprint. And based on the advertisement, like, they showed us the art of the Zwart defeat we're getting, right? We technically don't know for sure whether or not it's this art we're getting, or this art, or a different art. We don't know. But what used to be a safe investment in these starter decks, because they had the memory boosts, not as safe anymore, especially when the good cards in the Leomon starter deck have been printed to oblivion. Yeah, that's all I'm gonna say for that. Like, the last sales were $10, which were recently, actually. It's crazy. Maybe someone did a buyout? I don't know. Weird. Anyway, just something for you to keep in mind as we move on here. Cool Boy is kind of going through it right now. One of the things that came out from the Digimon community on fire last week was that Cool Boy is a problem card, and Cool Boy shouldn't exist anymore. It should be at 1 or none, is what people think with this card. And until it is at 1 or none, it will be an expensive card. Well, expensive for a rare, I should say. $5, you know? Like, it used to be more expensive than old super rares in BT9, if you guys remember that. I probably wouldn't touch Cool Boy. I don't think it's safe anymore. If you guys look at the ban list comments for Digimon, certain cards like Ice Wall and God, there are certain cards that they've hit that I can't remember right now where they've basically said the community does not like this card. It leads to unenjoyable game states, blah blah blah, whatever. Cool Boy is that new card. So if Bandai does listen to the community like we think they do, they are hitting Cool Boy. I have complete confidence that the next ban list, whenever that is, Cool Boy is getting the hit. Maybe not the ban hammer, but it's probably going to go to 1. And if it goes to 1, that's good, but it'll also tank the price on the card. We are also into the holiday season where there's nothing else going on. BT11 comes out. You will need Cool Boys for Black War, Grey BT11, and a couple other strats. And if there's no ban list, by the way, Malga is still good. Just letting you know, so you're not surprised. So you don't go walk up to Nationals in February, lose 1 round to Malga, and you're like, what the fuck happened? Just so you guys know. Just so you know. Okay? So, Cool Boy, stay away from it, but keep an eye on it. We are in the holiday season. You never know what could happen. This is the other, like, alternate art, you know, it's the match to the Omnimon right now that we have. And it's down in price. It's down in price all around, kind of. And it might even go lower. It's only Alphamon, and this Alphamon has been power crept. Someone going almost undefeated, almost winning regional Alphamon is not enough for this card to explode right now. It is not. We would specifically need more X-Antibody Alphamon-based support that specifically supports this card in particular, which is kind of a tough sell, but just wait and see what happens with it. DeathX is down, 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 and it keeps going. Someone here just wants to get rid of their copy. Grab it for $89. Seriously. It might go a little bit lower eventually, but like $89 is a good deal. And even the regular one is also on the falling knife pattern right now. Though there were some very cheap listings sold, I can see, and now it's kind of doing this. But wait and see what happens with it. Ultimate Cup X Vmon here, also on the down because of all the Ultimate Cup pricing. Everybody gets X Vmon basically, as long as you played good enough. This card still has room to go down. People still need to get these in the mail. Yep. Event Pack 3. Yep. Don't touch it. There's still more Event Pack 3 coming. Don't do it. Examon. $37. It's kind of doing the downhill thing. Don't buy it right now. Don't do it. Takado is kind of down, sort of, not really. But it is on a downward projection. You do need this for BT12 Gallantmon, BT11 Gallantmon, whatever Gallantmon you want to play. You need Takado. Card is incredibly powerful for the deck. Just wait for the falling knife to happen. Wait for it to kind of get lower and then pick up your copies. This Greymon, for some reason, has exploded. Blew up. Blew up. Yeah, as you guys can see. If you have them, sell them. Like, yeah. If you have this card, sell this card. Get rid of it. Because it's free money then. Gallantmon Crimson mode, on a similar point to Takado, is going down, only a lot more of a higher trajectory. Because you need less of this than you need Takado, to be honest. You can get away with 1 Crimson mode, 2 Crimson mode, and other listings here, you know. Like, there's a new low for the card now, right now, which is the $25. And that's it. So if you can try to grab it for $25, yes, I know, 33 sales, 0% feedback. I know, you guys don't have to tell me. You guys don't have to write in the comments, oh, Mario never calls out this shit. Okay, now, don't, it's fine. It's okay, I know. This guy's either a scammer or he's just trying to make his name for himself. So, just trust. and use this as a benchmark to try to get some cheaper Gallimon Crimson modes. If you say, you know what, I want to buy this for 80% TCG on Facebook Marketplace of the lowest seller, you can buy Gallimon Crimson mode for 20 bucks. Not bad. And it's going down. It's still going down. Rika, also kind of down. Down. Here's my thing on Rika. Rika is a card that directly helps the Sakuyamon strategy. And whenever we get good Sakuyamon support, this card will explode. Now, some of you inquisitive fellows may say, well, we got Sakuyamon support, didn't we? EX4? I'm going to tell you right now, that support is not very good. It will not dent the meta. You might see the occasional top. Will not do anything. Okay? Good Sakuyamon support needs to be revealed for this card to go back up in price. There's a lot of listings because of it. Grab them while they're cheap. And they're going down, so they're probably going to... Well, they're stabilizing. Grab them while they're cheap. Next up here is Fighter Mode, who is still kind of high. It get rebounded from its low period, if you guys remember that. Christmas season, holiday season, nobody's playing this. It'll probably go down in price. But everyone is buying it at 25 and all that, which is something important to keep in mind. Like, people are still buying this card. They are still buying it. But if there comes like a slow point, this card will definitely go down in price. So just monitor it ever so closely. Eismon Scatter Mode Store Championship, $19. It's probably going to go down in price, and then you want to grab your copies of it. This card will be good again one day. Like, really good again one day. I promise you. I promise. This is the Max Rarity Blossomon card that is down all the way to $12.45. $12.45. It was 15 bucks. Now it's a lot lower than that. Good opportunity to grab this card. It keeps going down as well. Yeah, that's all for that, really. The Guillemons. You guys remember this shit? And you guys remember this stuff? This one's a little better. But even that was more expensive, right? Guillemons here are cheap again. If you were able to stand the test of the buyout, grab them for 20 bucks. That seems like the new low for this card. And then this one is a new low as well. Jerry! At the 14 buck mark, slowly creeping her way back up. Slowly. There's nothing Leomon announced in the near future, kind of, sort of, so I'd probably let this go. However, I'm not familiar with the Royal Knight anime thing, so I'm gonna put a caveat on this card. BT13 support is gonna be leaked soon. EX4 reveals are almost done, which means that BT13 is coming. If Leomon has a Royal Knight evolution line, I don't know if it does. I could have looked into it, but I don't care enough. Let me know in the comments if Leomon has a Royal Knight evolution. Like, does it evolve into Kentaurismon or something? I have no idea. But anyway, if the Leomon here has a Royal Knight thing, BT13 could get more support for this and could cause this card to spike again in price. If it doesn't, then you wait it out a little bit. WarGreymon Special Entry Pack, the one with the Greymon. This card has just been going up. The card is very good. People know it. And this card is also very meta dependent. I don't want to say Security Control winning one regionals is going to impact the price of this card, but it might. It might. And don't forget that BT12 we get WarGreymon support, like direct WarGreymon support. And I'd bet a shiny penny that people will be playing this WarGreymon in the BT12 WarGreymon deck. I bet a shiny penny. A really shiny penny. You might want to make sure you have this card, because this we have found out that this is not as popular as it looks. It is not. These are very hard cards to pull if you think about it. Like, you can't even get this in a case. You can't guarantee it. That's a lot of cards. That's a lot of cards you have to go to try to get this card. I'm just saying, it could explode. It could. This exists. I don't know where this came from. This is the Winter Pack Cross Encounter Starter Deck Kabuterimon reprint. It's very nice art, I will say. It's $8. Granis will be tier 1. I think Granis is tier 1 right now. Like this is not even a, and everything that Mario does is tier 1 thing. No, I actually think that Granis is good. And in BT11, I think it's unquestionably good. So you might want to, if you like this art, maybe grab your copies of this art of the card. It's not a bad art at all. Hydrussi is down to $10. Unbelievable. And falling still. Yeah, wait it out. Vmon, $10, going down. People have been taking advantage of the lower prices on the Vmons. I haven't really covered it. Last time I covered it was $15. But this is not a bad price to grab Vmon. I'm just saying. Just saying. This card. This is the final card I want to talk about. Metal Greymon Ultra Risk Mode. It's on the up. Again, this could be related to BT12. It could be. Also, maybe EX4. This card is very good. In a vacuum, it's a very good card that you can stick on a Metal Greymon. You can just basically pop something, and then you have the protection that you would have with Greymon X if you don't have Greymon X. Like, you don't... If you want to play the new Greymon X we get in BT11, the red-black one, you can play, you know, this Metal Greymon, and then you still get that protection that you would have by, you know, using the original Greymon X. You know what I mean? This card, on the surface, may seem kind of meh, but I'm telling you guys, this card is busted. And there's not that many listings on this card before the price gets ridiculous. So, do with that whatever makes you happy. But I think this card will be really expensive eventually if it doesn't get a reprint in the near future. That's it for this week's Market Watch. A little bit on the longer side, but I had a lot to cover. And this really tilted me. This was not nice to see, but just be educated, be smart, and know that most things are falling because of the time we're in right now. And unless Bandai announces more events, most of the stuff will continue to fall. Let me know in the comments below, and we'll see you later. Have a wonderful Monday. Bye.